Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here to my channel, my name is Cor and I'm your BizTech nurse from Southeast England. In today's vlog, I'm going to share to you details of what you need to know about your biometrics appointment following your British citizenship application and what to expect. Generally, all the information that I'm going to share today are almost similar with other immigration applications here in the UK. Before we'll proceed to our discussion, let me just give you a quick overview of what is TLS Contact. TLS Contact became the new official commercial partner of UK Visa and Citizenship Application Services from last year, October 2024. They are responsible for collecting biometric data, supporting documents, and managing different types of visa and immigration applications. So the number one question is how to book your biometrics appointment. So once your British citizenship application is submitted online and the fee has been paid for, you will be directed to the website, which is the TLS Contact website. So you can select your UK VCAS service point. So you will have to create your account first with the TLS Contact, and once it's completed, you can choose the nearest service point or wherever there is availability of your preferred dates. So it will show you all the different service points in the UK, and you have the freedom to choose which service point you want to have your biometrics done. So in my case, I did my biometrics around 3 to 4 days ago, and unfortunately there is no availability here in our town, Reading, and I'm quite excited to complete this application. So what I did, I looked for the nearest service point available and I found an availability in London. So I traveled to London just to attend for my biometrics appointment. So it's really up to you. If you are in a rush, then you can choose whichever service point that works for you. However, if you're not in a rush, you can always choose the latest available appointment in your nearest service point. Once you have selected your service point and you have chosen your date and time of your biometrics, then you will receive a confirmation email of your appointment. As for the second question, how much does it cost to attend for a biometrics appointment? There are different types of appointments and services that the TLS Contact offers. The first one is the standard appointment, or what they call as the self-service appointment. This is for free, but they are highly in demand. Although they release slots on a daily basis, they can fill up pretty quickly. So you have to be very quick in booking these appointments. The other type of appointment is the prime time appointments. So this is having your biometrics done on a schedules that are outside the working hours, which is 7:30 and 8 a.m. and past 5 p.m. This will cost you £60. Another type of appointment is the assisted document scanning. So if you're not confident to scan and upload your own documents or other evidence for your application, then you can avail this type of service, and this will cost you £50. Another service that the TLS Contact offers is the SMS notification. I think this is just a reminder of your appointment date and some prompts after you attend your biometrics appointment. So it's not really that much of a service, but if you are the type of person that easily forgets appointments, then you may want to avail this kind of service. Once you have selected your type of appointment for your biometrics, then you will receive an email from the TLS Contact. If you have availed for extra services for your biometric appointment, you will also receive an email of the receipt of your payment. Number 3, what to bring to your biometrics appointment. If you have chosen a self-service appointment, it means that you have already uploaded your supporting documents prior attending your biometrics appointment. You don't need to bring all your documents with you. But what you need to bring are your biometrics appointment letter, a valid passport, or you can bring your residence permit or your BRP, and a printed copy of your application form and checklist. However, if you opted for an assisted service, if you paid an extra £50 for the staff member to scan your documents, then you have to bring your biometrics appointment letter, your valid passport, your residence permit or your BRP, or whichever ID that you have declared to provide for your application, and then a printed copy of your application form and checklist, and then A4 copies of your supporting evidence, you have to make sure that they do not have any staples or clips or pins with them. Now, what happens at the biometrics appointment? Firstly, you have to check in at the reception because the staff will check and scan your appointment QR code. It's either you will provide a printed copy of your biometrics appointment, or you can show them the email that you received from the TLS contact of your confirmed biometrics appointment. So they have to also verify your identity by checking your valid ID, such as your passport or residence permit, so whichever ID that you provided for your application. And if it's your time for your appointment, you can proceed to the counters. So if you opted for assisted service, you will have to go to a booth where the staff has to scan your passport or your valid ID and your supporting documents. If your appointment is a self-service appointment, then you can go straight in doing your biometric. So you have to remember that applicants that are under 5 years old, only photographs are taken. However, for applicants age 5 and above, you have to do both the photographs and the fingerprints. So what is the process then? You will have your photograph taken, and you have to remember that you have to maintain a neutral facial expression. So no smiling. So unfortunately, you cannot show off your teeth. Your ears must be showing like that. No glasses and hat. So it has to be fully visible face, just like when you do your passport photo. They have to scan your fingerprints from all your fingers except your thumb, so left and right. And afterwards, you have to do both thumbs, okay? So once your photograph and fingerprints are completed and there's no faulty recognized, then you can review your details and confirm the accuracy of the information that you will see from the screen. So it's very straightforward. The instructions are there. However, if you encounter any difficulties with your biometrics submission, there are staff whom you can ask for some assistance, okay? So you have to remember that there will be no interview. It is purely identity verification. And with your British visa application, your passport will not be collected. So once you completed your biometrics appointment, then you'll have to exit the premises of the service center. So what is the duration of your biometrics appointment? The average appointment processing time is 30 minutes per applicant. However, it may vary if you have to have your documents scanned in the service center or if there are a lot of applicants during the day of your appointment. So what happens after you attend your biometrics appointment? You will receive an email from TLS Contact confirming that you have completed your biometric collection at the UK VCAS service point. You can track your progress through your TLS Contact account, but you are unable to view the decision there. And then UKVI will confirm receipt of your application. And then it's just a waiting game. You have to wait for the decision of your application. And the standard processing time for British citizenship application is 6 months. So it's really a waiting game once you've done your biometrics. Now, what are the things you have to remember when it comes to your biometrics appointments? So these are some points that you have to keep in mind prior attending your biometrics appointment. So you have to double check that you have all your documents, especially if you have availed the assisted service. So it means that the staff will scan your documents on your behalf. Your documents must be in A4 size, no staples, clips, or pins. You must have your valid ID with you, the one that you provided for your application. It could be your passport or your residence permit. And you must have your appointment letter or appointment email. It is also important that you plan your journey to the service center, especially if you're not familiar with the location. This is really a lesson learned for me because I booked my biometrics appointment in London and I traveled from Reading. So I underestimated the travel time. We got lost. We had to transfer from one tube line to another line because we took the incorrect line. So you have to keep that in mind, that you really have to spare time, especially if you're not familiar of that service center. So luckily, I managed to arrive to that service center 30 minutes prior my appointment. So that would be another thing that you have to remember. You have to arrive at the service center at least 30 minutes prior appointment. Although they advise for you to arrive 15 minutes prior appointment, but I think it's best that you arrive earlier than that so that you don't need to rush, because it's better to be early than arriving late to your appointment, because once you arrive late for your appointment can be cancelled by the service center and you need to rebook for that. And you have to dress appropriately in attending your biometrics appointment because your photograph will be taken. And then do not use your phone while attending your appointment. Do not take a photo or record a video while you are in the service center. And generally, just respect the rules of the service center. So hopefully you have an idea now of what to expect with your biometrics appointment. And all the information that I have shared to you are almost similar of what to expect with your biometrics appointment with other immigration applications or visa application here in the UK. Before I will end my vlog, let me just clarify to you that I am not working for the Home Office. I am not a solicitor, nor my job is related to immigration. I am just an immigrant here in the UK that progressed to becoming a British citizen. All of the information that I have shared to you guys are based from TLS Contact and gov.uk website, and of course from my personal experience. Thank you for watching this vlog for today. If you find this vlog helpful and informative, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, guys, what are you waiting for? Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye-bye!